So, hi everyone. So we have the final lesson of this course, this online course of Handball analysis data. Today is the most important lesson, not just because we can interact, we can change thoughts regarding all the data, all the tools that we have. So, first of all, I have revealed the structure of the course. So, taking in account all your remarks, all your advices, as you can see, when you enter now in the folder of Handball Online Data Course, the first thing that you see is a PowerPoint, the summary course Handball, that we will throw it now. And then we have the modules that are 5 modules that are not from numbers like before. So the previous contents you see that are at the folder of previous contents. But we have 5 modules. I check here. Yes. Here. Okay. You put here. So it's loading. Just I hope that is in a moment. Okay. So can you see the slide?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have 5 modules. So the first is from most simple to more complex. The first is the how to analyze with a simple system a match. This is with Google Sheet. The formulas are open, and the system is providing a lot of information. Then we have the match advanced. That is a more complex system that is more difficult and takes more time to catch it, but it's not impossible to have. But my recommendation is to start from the A, the match simple, that is intuitive. Then we have the aggregated computation, how to aggregate, for instance, to study a rival, the position, or to have our own profile of our team, how to aggregate all this amount of matches and to have insights to be able to filter about the level of the teams that you are facing, level of the competition, and then the app. So I know that many of you are a bit mad because the use of the app. Don't worry, we will have at the end of the session of today, you will have your own account, your own app that has been made recently, and even you can develop further if you wish, because the software is totally open. And finally, the pitch control, the advantage control, that is an interpretation of the superiorities in Handball. So we will go first a quick overview of everything, and then we can go to questions, answers, remarks, proposals, and don't forget one important issue. Today is the final lesson officially of the course, but I will add, normally on a weekly basis, more content, but in this structure. I won't add more modules in the future, but I will add more analysis, more data. Even if I develop my tools, you will have access to the new tools without additional costs. So this is, and even for any of you that are from Spain or from Portugal, I will put all this content in Spanish too. So let's go first to the starting point, that is how to analyze the matches on the simple way. So first of all is to go to the extended file. So I have simplified this way. So now what we have is here the first module, A, AE, AV. The AV is just the video of the final of the Champions League 2023-2024 of Albor Barça men's. And we can do anything with this file, the extended Handball KIAM file. So how is organized? This is a tool that you can use, but the way to use is following the next steps. If you see this video, it's very useful to go step by step, because you will know all the recommendations. So here, what you have just access as viewer, and here is not to open, not to download. You have to copy, to make a copy. This is in Spanish. Sorry, I will try to put now in English. But just you can go, you can try now. You can enter into the Handball Online data course. This is the first view, and you can try to put it to make a copy. So it's sorry because it's in Spanish, but you can see here. So here is make a copy. Here, well, there are the two papers. Here you click on make a copy, and the copy will be pasted on your own unit. So I'm going here to present, and now will be loaded here. You have here, for instance, Roberto. I think that you are there. You can, for instance, if I put here Roberto template, and I will put this on my unit. I move this here to organize, and I move to my own unit or to a folder that I have, but this is not in your own folder. So I put here, and I have the way I have just the limitation that the only one that I have access. So once that I'm there, my recommendation is not to open, but for instance, we wish to analyze a match. Roberto wishes to analyze a match. So we can do the same process, that is to copy, or what we can do is to open the file and make a copy. So this is the template. My recommendation is not to touch, not to edit this template to let it in this way. And here to make a copy. And on a copy, I put the name of the match. For instance, it could be Spain, Serbia. I make a copy here. And now I have the most useful file of all the course. Here, we have here the visualization. But if I go to Analyzer, as we have explained during the course, on a very intuitive way, I can analyze the matches. So at the same time that I'm tagging, I will have the view all time. So we have the home team, we have the away team. Okay, so here I put the name of the home team, Spain. And then here I put the name of the away team, Serbia. I can put here the flags. This is the side of the flags, and it will be changing here. I can put here the date, March 2025. Okay, the match starts, and for instance, I need just 3 tagging by possession to have a very useful information. Even I can use just 1, just 2, what I needed. This is the base of the app of all the rest of contents. For instance, Spain. The first thing is if the possession was goal or no goal. I can click on G for goal. I can click on N for no goal. Goal, no goal. Then, for instance, here we have the goal. And what is the interesting? That I can share this sheet with my coach, with the sport director, with other colleagues. I can share here. And the first tag is the tag that they see. So they will see this on live, on real time. So here I put, I don't need to send WhatsApp. I don't need to use additional apps. So I can use this. Then the type. This is if it's goal or no goal, we have this option. Counterattack, for counterattack, we consider all the options of counterattack, first, second, third. So this is for counter. Then we have long shots, possessions that finishes with a long shot are possessions, no shots. So is if the possession finishes with this. We are very closer to the definition of possession. You have several examples on the previous contents to explain that. Then we have breakthroughs. All of this is on positional attack. Then pivot or double pivot, and shots or possessions by the wings. UNF, it means unforced, but what really measures is when you start an attack and you have a turnover, you lose the ball before to try any other type of attack, before a long shot, before a breakthrough, before a pivot, trying to play by 2x2, before to play wing. So are the typical turnovers that are prior the attack, before the attack. So you have all these options. So was that Spain scores a goal by breakthrough, and then we have to say just if it was left, center, or right. For instance, here was right. So here we have automatically the information ready on the dash. It's on real time, and you have this information. Okay, this is the standard file. This is the module A. And this is the simple way. So you can analyze if there is a 7 meters, you can ask afterwards. Here in this, at this simple analysis, we don't take in account 7 meters. We just wait to the result and the origin of the 7 meters. And we have to know just 3 considerations. If there is a turnover, if there is a turnover, for instance, it's no goal. Yeah, no goal. So is T is turnover, a turnover for this thing. S means save, so that Serbia goalkeeper save a Spanish possession, is all time tagging the attack. And E is empty net goal, that it was not it wasn't goalkeeper at the shoot. So this is what we consider, and this is the one. We keep this the extended because we will come back for the many use that we can utilize it. So the second step is the advanced. So we have here the information for the most simple to go is very intuitive. The second is the advanced. This is a more complex system. We have tagged 15 minutes of it. There are more contents, more samples. There are manuals also for that. And this is the live file. If you go here to the main folder, sorry, I will put here we'll come back to the folder. You can see here live Handball. This is a very complex system to register, but provides a lot of information you can do on live. This is the Google Sheet version, and you have the VB file that is the Microsoft Excel version with macros to draw the networks. So the same process. So my recommendation is here to make a copy. The same process. You make a copy. You start to tag. You create your own template, so you can copy and then use as template. So here there is a lot of information. Always at the beginning, the first tag is the tag that you wish that will be visualized by your colleagues, by your coach. So this is the vision. But if, for instance, if you prefer this vision to your coach, you just need to put the first one. You can move here. So here the process was to type the name of the teams. We use the tag graph to type the names of the teams here, the competition here, and then we register at the registering tag. So here it's not so intuitive as the previous one. You can go to the previous contents and you can see the samples to see. So for instance, here it was if there is a goal, we have to put the international name of the positions. We can see you have samples on the previous contents I show here. At previous contents, if you enter here, is the broad analysis lesson. And we have here some full analysis. For instance, we have here all the match analyzed of Aalborg against FC Barcelona, and you have the video explaining how to analyze it. So this is the registering file of that final of Champions League. B to A means goals from the center back to the playmaker, passing and assist to the left back. That is A. Don't worry, because you have all the information here at the lesson 3 video. Is explain it, all the system, and we will add more content. It's not so intuitive, but this provides really useful information, such the change to goal model. For instance, you have here the change to goal model. Here you have the expected goals, possession value, expected goal on target, and you can do live. It's difficult at the beginning to tag on live, but then it's not so difficult. So for instance, here you have additional information about the type of counter-attacks, about the 7x6, the double pivot use, how your team perform attacking after a foul. You have all this information. So it's very useful, and you can make equations then regarding that. You have also information about the numerical situations, the superiorities, the inferiorities. You have also the information about the, sorry, here, about the positional attack. So the styles, the attacking styles. So for instance, FC Barcelona, that is the second team, the away team at this final, play a lot by as Albor long shot distance shots, and then use a lot the free throws. It was a similar match on styles for these teams in the positional attack, but we can see here that from the point of view of game phases, FC Barcelona counterattacks more than Albor, and then the origin. So, but FC Barcelona, one of the reasons of the success of FC Barcelona with Antonio Carlos Ortega is the counter goal, the counterattack after receive a goal, and here we have the same information. So you have there the samples. So afterwards, we have the Civentum file that is exactly the same file that sorry, I said the Civentum file. If you go to the presentation, is exactly the same file that Live, but Live is a Google Sheet. At Civentum is a Excel file. The macros just work for Microsoft. Is not possible to run the macros in Mac. You can adapt. I can, if you need it, I can send you the Visual Basic for Applications code, and you can try to put it, on your Mac. It's a solution that we have, and you have additional graphs that don't need macros. It's just to make here the graphics of the networks that we have some of them. For instance, I can show you an example of one of my customers is Handball Elda. So for instance, we have here the network analysis of this team. This is, for instance, the last match of Elda in Spain. And you can see there, so the networks, this is, you need the macros of the file that I mentioned, Civentum, that is exactly, and is compatible. You can use one for another. Then, when we wish to aggregate matches, we have three options. I have put here just one, the aggregate file, but the most simple is to come back to the extended file. This is explained at the third lesson, the lesson number 3. So if you go here to the broad analysis, it's explained there, but we can go to understand, we can come back to the file of Roberto when we made the example of Spain, Serbia. Here, Roberto, here. And when you attack a match, you can use this file, not just for the extended. This is the reason of the name, extended. You can use this file. You analyze here in the analyzer tag, but the information here is going here to export aggregate. So you have an export dash. So when you have the export dash, this information that is in gray you can put here in the matches, and here start to collect the data, and you have here a dashboard. It's just a table here, but you can have here all the information of a season. But if you need additional graphics and you need more information, like an eval that is here, an eval tag, the overall Champions League sessions, you can use the aggregate file I put here, and we can see an example of the competition aggregated. And you have very interesting graphics. So is this one, the aggregate Handball, you can use aggregate Handball to aggregate data of matches if it's more useful for data that is available on the websites of the tournaments. For the other, if it's your own data, I recommend to use extended, but you can use both. It's explained on the course. And here in the aggregate competition, you have here the information how to do it. You have here different, for instance, here you have the fillet that is with the information. You have here information of the World Championship 2025, different of examples that you can follow here in the video. Sorry, here you have the video where it's explained. Okay, and you can create graphics on them. Then we have the app. So for the app, what you have received is a general app, but you can create your own account. So it's not so simple as go to the Apple Store or to go to the Android Google Play Store. It's a little more slow, but to create an account, you need to click here on the PowerPoint. And once that you are there, it's opening the structure of the app. Don't worry, because you don't have to code. You don't have to go further. The only thing that you have to do is the same. It's always the same procedure. It's to copy and to create. And the structure of the app is compatible with. You can run this app, the same app. You can run it on iOS, on iPhone, on Android, on computer, on Macintosh computer. Here we have no problems. We can run on everything, even on you can open the app on computer. You can open the app on your laptop, on your tablet. It's the same, but you need to create your own account. So you have, for one thing is the account, and the other is that all the data goes to a sheet, and you need to up also the sheet. So now I will share my screen for the all the sorry. I will share the screen for all my window here. Sorry. Yes. Now. Okay, so you can see that we have two structures. We have the database, DB is database. So all the information is here. So we have to do, and my recommendation is, if you can take notes here, are very simple steps, but it's needed to understand. The first thing is to go to the DB and create your own copy. Create here your own copy, make a copy, and put your name here. And then goes to the link of the of the app. So you have here the account of the app, and here the Google Sheet. And here is the same procedure. I go here. And normally you have just one app. I have here more apps because I have created more apps for handball, for exercise, for football, but goes here to course, handball app, and the same procedures that the templates. Goes here and copy. And once that, for instance, I put here Roberto, sorry because I'm using your your example. It's just 30 characters. And now it's creating the app for Roberto. The same here. I'm going to the Roberto one. I make a copy and I put Roberto. And I say that I wish on my own unit. I don't want to. Okay, on my unit, not on the file. So make a copy. And now I have my own account. Now I need to link the data to my own database. So it's very simple, but you need to follow the steps. And then if you have any doubts, you can type to me. And this is your own data. So I don't have access to your data when you do that. Now, you are here. There are 4 sources. And the only thing that you need to do is to tell it, add new data. And when you see that there are 4 tables, I tell to the system that I wish to link to Google Sheets. And I have to select here. I have to select the sheet of the Roberto course. Now, aquí, Roberto DB. Now it's searching for here. And now it's asking to me which tags I need. So you can see that is register, support, table, yeah, these 4. I tell this. I can have on another computer, on another screen, I can have the structure, the following, and now I have just to switch the tables. Register 2, support 2 is the only thing that I need. So you have here database, and here you have the views. Don't worry if there are so many steps, because I will support you. If you try to do it and you are not able to run it, catch the screen, send me a mail, and I will support you to create. So here you have here the visions. You have three visions on the app, so you can see that you start to tag. You start to tag the match. Here is the same system. Team, home away, but you can create your own team here. Goal, no goal. Here you have the information, left, center, then, and you can save there the information. This is the vision that you will have on your tablet, on your phone. Then statistics, you have here the basic statistics, but if you need more statistics, you can go here and open your own file. So for instance, if I go here, at the sorry, this is another. here. You have here the information on real time. So the first thing is to let just here we can edit the information. And then we have the views. And now we need this Handball register goes to register 2. Statistics Handball, that is here, but goes to table 2. This here goes to your 2. So don't worry, because I will support you with this. Then you go to save, and then the information is linked to your own data. So you can type when you will try to do it. You can send me a mail with your name, and if you have troubles to set up or to install, just type a mail on a week, more or less a week. You will have access if you have any issues here. And finally, a final content is sorry here how to create. Sorry, because here. How can you create a pitch control? This is not a heat map. There is an Excel file that is just with macros, and even you have to calibrate for each computer. This is not a heat map. This is considering where the players are, where are the zones that is more probable that you keep the possession of the ball if the ball goes there. So the different systems for that. This is a file that is the surface file, and you need to calibrate it. Is the same. So you need Microsoft Excel. If you have a Macintosh, what I can do is to send you the code, and you can try to adapt to Mac. It's more difficult. And here is just tagging as you have the information. Here, the same recommendation goes to download. Here, you need to download. Don't open the file on Google Sheet. If you open the file on Google Sheet, the file is broken. So I'm downloading here. And it's not just a tool, sorry. It's not just a tool for this issue. It's to analyze shots, it's linked to Google Colab, to Python. So here, normally here we have here. Normally have to put permission in the file. This is the surface. This is the one, and now we start here. I have to allow to unblock. Then I have, once that is open, I have to allow the macros. My recommendation is to download this and keep it as a template, and then the other to copy it. So it's now opening. Here, the main issue is the calibration, but I will explain. So here, okay, we are here. So, for instance, Wes, that A2 player, the A2 player is, we have a code with the letters. So the Q as a QWERTY keyboard. So the Q is the goalkeeper of the blue team, the gray player. So if I wish to move the A2 player, I have to use Control Q. Oh, sorry, this is the goalkeeper. But if I wish to move here, I have there, I can move here, and you can see how it's changing the pitch control. So for instance, I can put here now this player, how is changing this. And this is just one of the parts, because we have also the probability of animation, of calculate expected goal on target, and so on. All of you have access also to a tool. I will put as the 6. So I put here, and now the last option that is here. So this is a private web. I will provide you the code. This made on Java. Okay, this is considering in Handball. Normally, we believe that all finish in 6 meters. So this is the coordinate for a shot. So it's 0 to 40, 0 to 20 on width, 0 to 40 on length. And this is the expected goal probability if you shoot from here, 0.56. But if you go here, it's 0.69. You here, it's 0.74. This is a expected goal model. And you can have here a model for the expected goal on target. You have here the data. For the expected goal target is the expected goal is explained on the change in the previous lesson, but here is if you shoot here, for instance, the red is this is the ball, and you put where was the goalkeeper when the ball exit from the hand of the shooter. So for instance, here is 43% of goal. That is 57% of save. So you can see here, and we have here the data, and we can copy this data. The code of this, I will show you. This is normally it's made on Java. And I have inserted here, this is private. So if you share this web with someone that is not a pupil of the course, is not there, but I will put the code on the here. So this is the calculator. You have here all the information. For instance, if I go here, this is the code. I can put, so you can put that code at any. So I will put here. Here I will put in the change model. You have here the code calculator, and you have more explanations. So you can put this on any web, HTML, the code and calculator. You have the formulas here, and it's a very short program, as you can see. So you have here the code, and you can put it and to use it. So it will be additional contents. I will put here for the web. It will be additional contents. I will add, following your remarks, more information regarding the app. Try on your own to make it. If necessary, if I will send you information, even we can do I can, if there is a trouble, I can check, create your own account, but please first try to create your own app. So now I will cut now the video. We can start with a brainstorming of questions, of languages would you prefer. The priority is English, and once that we have everything ordered, I will put the Q&A on a second video. So just a moment that I will stop the record.